All right, let me feed the hungry gamers here. Let me get this out the way, get this video out the way here. Got to put the content out. Feed the viewers. You know how it goes. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Me again. Another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good, or excellent. Yeah. Okay, you DC Universe fans. Well, I got an update for you. Listen to this. Decade-old MMO DC Universe Online is preparing its darkest story arc yet. Hmm. If you remember, DC Universe started on where? PC and the PlayStation 3. Hmm. Yeah. So that game's from the time the PS3 been out up until now. DC Universe is still here. So it laid the foundation going forward when it comes to superhero games or whatever game you're making. It laid the foundation. So when it came to superhero games, it laid it out like, okay, if you're going to make a superhero game, it needs to be in this format. Yeah. And you update your games like this. It laid the groundwork. It gave developers like Insomniac, Activision, Rocksteady a template to work with. Like, okay, we get it. And then you follow your games with updates. You take this format, expand on it, add new things to it, and run with it. That's all they had to do. Crystal Dynamics didn't follow the blueprint, and that's why the Avengers got into trouble that it did. But anyway, it says here, long-standing superhero MMO DC Universe Online has some big changes and plans for 2025. Oh, and with new story and arcs and even more on the way. So WB Games, have you been listening to me? In Gotham City, that GCPD police blimp that keeps going around with the searchlights. We've been trying to land on top of that thing for years. We were trying to fly from the LexCorp building and then land on top of that that GCPD blimp. Are we finally getting that? After how many years? I lost count. Anyway, City Best around here. Says here, 2024 has been a tough year for new live service games. One, because they didn't follow the blueprint. But anyway, says here, PlayStation Concord, the PlayStation fans made that game failed, and they call themselves gamers. Anyway, and Ubisoft X Defiant, yeah, that kind of shocked me. I saw that a couple days ago. But anyway, have shut down, and Suicide Squad Killer Justice League didn't even make nearly as a big a splash as Warner Brothers. Now, when it comes to Suicide Squad Killer Justice League, it was attacked early. So gamers like myself, we didn't get to see what the attack was about until like after the game came out. They attacked it early. It's kind of like what people try to do to Starfield. They were giving the game fake reviews before the game even come out to like put that thought in your, trying to take the power away from you before you even played it. Anyway, says here, hope it would. Players aren't as interested in committing to a new forever game as publishers think they are, especially so many other live service games still going strong. MMO like WoW, FF14, RuneSpace, and what's that game? What's that? What's that space game? What's it? Everspace? It'll come to me. Anyway, it says that RuneSpace are still raking in a colossal amount of daily players, and it's getting increasingly harder to pull them away to try something new. Between the big hitters, though, plenty of other MMOs are doing well. DC Universe Online appear to be one of them. Superhero games even has some big changes coming in 2025. That means they're probably gonna improve the the details in the building, kind of like in like Spider-Man or like say the Avengers, when you can look through the office buildings and stuff like that. They might be talking about that. It says here, so now might be the time to give it a try. Oh, I've been a DC Universe fan, but anyway, DC Universe fan for life. But anyway, it says here, DC Universe Online has been around since 2011. Free to play MMO cast you as a fledgling superhero or villain, setting you to free and explore, interact with the world of DC Comics and decades-old character we all know. The latest expansion, Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse, which is about to, which is as about as cross over the top as it sounds, drops earlier this year for players. DC Universe has spent the last decade growing, improving, and expanding. The latest blog detail exactly what the MMO 2025 is going to look like. There are big changes on the way, according to DC Universe executive producer Andre Emerson. This start with our renowned system. Renowned system is one of DC Universe leveling system, and by completing specific mission, you can earn renown points to get exclusive rewards with your relevant faction. Starting next year, Emerson says the renown system will be far more inclusive, with all players earning currency from instant bosses, starting with the MMO next story arc. And then they say this will add this will allow this will allow aspiring players to gain access to elite gears as well as engagement in the affinity mod system. Emerson explained, while adding the veteran players will also get exclusive R&D recipes for defeating elite bosses. These recipes can be used to craft elite weapons, neck, rings, utility belt items, Batman. In short, and it says renowned rework means they are more reworks for new and old players alike and more ways to earn them. Then it says here, as for a story arc, these are future storylines. And it says expansions that will take the form of multi-part narrative. The first 4-part mystery adventure is scheduled for late January 2025 and is the darkest yet, according to Emerson. Story arcs aren't a racing episode, the MMO shorter narrative arc. However, as you still find the older episode in-game and available to play, instead, Dimensional Inc. Games is rebranding how it releases narrative as its content, wants to engage in longer form storytelling. Then it says DC Universe Online is also getting a brand new event system. Here you will be able to easily select content, view your progress, and examine any rewards. This event system will also serve as a launch pad for a major new edition called Campaign 2025. Emerson says this new annual campaign will offer players the chance to compete multiple events throughout the year to earn mega prize that we know you'll love. Says that with the Marvel MMO from Dimensional Inc. Games canceled a couple years ago, DC Universe Online has been going strong in its stead. Says here, the game has updated new stories and more on a regular basis, with 2025 shaping up to be a transformative year for MMO content. And it says, if you want to play something else, PC Games Ends trying to steal my style. But anyway, if you want to play something else, we've also got all the best new MMO you'll need to try alongside some single player MMO to take a spin. Well, if you ever see Batman do what we do, run. If you don't want to spend time in Arkham, trust me. Anyway, look, DC Universe is going strong, man. That game came out on PS3 and PC, and they laid the groundwork, man, when it came to dealing with superhero games, like, okay, or even for MMOs, like, okay, of course there's World of Warcraft. Oh yeah, it's EVE Online. It finally came back to me. There's EVE Online. I keep forgetting about EVE. Yeah, that's another MMO. Yeah, DC Universe laid the groundwork. World of Warcraft blew up during the Lord of the Ring trilogy. It took off. Yeah. But when DC Universe came out, man, it laid the groundwork going forward when it came to superhero games. Activision took the formula, ran with it. Those Spider-Man games were good. The only difference between that and the Spider-Man on Insomniac games is that the PS4 is a little bit more powerful, so you can bring out the details in the environment. But Activision took the formula, ran with it. Insomniac took the formula, ran with it. Rocksteady took the formula, ran with it. Even WB with Gotham Knights and Batman Arkham Origins, they took that formula and ran with it. Crystal Dynamics, on the other hand, now they didn't pay attention to it. They tried to do their own thing and it didn't work. So you already seen the outcome for the Avengers. If they would have followed that blueprint that DC Universe laid out, the Avengers game will be still online and people will be playing it right now. But anyway, so look like WB right now is improving DC Universe. But my question still remains though. In Gotham City, where the GCPD police blimp is just going around in circles with the searchlight, can we finally fly on top of that thing and then finally jump off of it and land on top of a building, or fly off of it full speed, or whatever we do? I'm just saying, can we finally do it? I've been asking for that update for weeks. But anyway, that's the update I'm looking for. But by the looks of this, they're moving right along. They're not looking back. So they're probably going to improve. They're going to improve a lot of things. As far as environment wise, more details in the environment, water effects, rain effects, everything. They're not looking back, man. So they got plans for 2025. So you'll see those updates when they come. So yeah, the game is that fun, man. It's that fun. The superhero games that followed that formula that they laid out, they have had success with it. Whether it's Activision, whether it's Insomniac, whether it's Rocksteady, and even WB themselves, yeah, the blueprint that they laid out, man, it's working. So yeah, and World of Warcraft laid out a foundation for games that deal with hack and slash and going forward. EVE Online, all those games, man. So yeah, DC Universe is still here. There's a trailer here in this article, so I will leave it in the description box so you can see it. But other than that, man, they're moving right along, man. And Rocksteady, last time I heard of them, they I think they bought a studio like a couple months ago, or a few months back. So they're working on something, though. They're working on something. So whenever news break of that, I'll let you know. So yeah, but DC Universe, yeah, game is fun, man. And the way you get better in that game is leveling up. You got to keep building your character, leveling up, completing missions, and buying new armor, equipment, and all that. And then yeah, and then go on from there. But anyway, you DC Universe nerds, have fun. Anyway, I'm going to leave the trailer. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Crystal, Star Wars, Star Trek 9, Borg, Dark Side. Go. Peace.